that's gonna go left real quick. So it should be fine. Instagram is weird. I hit the button. I'm gonna let it do its thing for a minute. Yeah, see?
Okay.
Danny.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother, loud and clear. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me on the show.
Absolutely. More importantly, thank you for coming out, man. I do appreciate that. I was just telling the story. I don't know if you heard about how I realized what was going on with this card in Dallas on the 24th of February, GTX Tombstone. Top of the card, I see Danny Myers versus Whosane.
Yeah, man. You know, it's a dope opportunity for both of us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't battled in Dallas since. Wait, I battled Cortez in Dallas, and that was the last time I ever battled there. A long time ago. Yeah. 8 years ago.
What do you remember about the crowd out there? Warm, hard, cold?
Yeah. I mean, it was. I think, honestly, for them, it was like a new experience because it wasn't necessarily like a normal battle league. It was a bunch of NFL players who pulled some money together, and they was like, "We're gonna throw an event." And so it was like a first time experience, really, as far as a bunch of URL names coming out to Dallas and battling, and so it was new, it was different, and it was cool though.
Yeah. No, and I think it's important for battle rap to travel like that. You know, it's been overseas a bunch of times, you know, and brought the big names over there, you know what I mean? And I think that's dope too. What I always find is interesting is rap artists who don't battle rap, they've told me, yo, it's the same. It's like what KRS-One be saying. As an independent artist, I get so much more love on the other side of the pond than I do at home. It's crazy. So somebody like you, have you had that experience there where you went over there and got to
No.
that?
I'm definitely looking forward to having that experience in the summertime.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to. I'm London and also Toronto,
Of course.
and maybe South Africa, something like that this year. So those are like my main goals for 2024.
Yeah. Got you. So when you battled on KOTD, you did that in Cali?
Yeah. I battled. Yeah, Cali, Arizona, Texas. Yeah, for the most part.
Copy. Okay, got you, man. So, like I said to you on the phone, man, it's like I just want to make sure that it is said that you are respected around here. Your pen and your commitment and dedication to the game is a beautiful thing, man. So, salute to you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm known for is just the dedication and just want to rap the highest level raps possible. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, absolutely. And I love that. I love the way you attack that mic. I really do, man. You know, when I say attack the mic, y'all know what I mean. Don't kill me.
Yeah.
But I love the way you go about it, man. I really do. There's a certain tenacity with it. There's a certain perspective that comes along with that I actually gravitate to, and I love that. So salute to you, brother.
I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Shout out to Shayla, Modern, everybody in the chat as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
about, you gotta rap that shit like you mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like if this is how, like you're in a battle rap, you're attacking somebody. You're literally attacking their character. You're attacking their skill set.
Right.
You're attacking their fortitude. You know, how strong can you stand up to this? You know, I'm about to really just get at you, and I'm trying to break you down. Or do you have the mental fortitude to like not fold under the pressure?
Correct.
And my raps, my skill on a technical level is better than yours. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In this, that's what I'm doing here. My job is to show you that technically you're not better than me. And so you gotta rap that shit like you mean it, man. You can't just be in there soft whispering like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna kill you." It's that don't scare nobody.
That ain't gonna get it done. That ain't gonna get it done. There's only a few people that could deliver stuff like that. Like, what's homeboy from Carter Deems? Like, Carter Deems.
Yeah. But these guys are anomalies. Like,
yes, big time.
Even Roan or Carter Dean, they're not super aggressive. They're just like outsmarting you.
Right. Correct.
You don't have to be like
Very
the
witty.
you don't have to be the most aggressive battle rapper to be successful, because everybody has their own way of going about it. Like even if like a Goods, like Goods, he's kind of just standing there talking to you. Like Goods, I've never heard Goods bark or yell in one of his battles. He's just kind of like talking that shit to you. Whereas somebody like Suge's gonna bark on you. K-Shine's gonna bark on you. Danny Meyer's gonna bark on you. But somebody like, like you said, Carter Deems, he's not gonna bark on you.
He's not
But he still know how to get the job done, because that's what makes battle rap beautiful, because there's not one specific way to be successful. You don't have to be this just because everybody else is aggressive or they're like super lyrical. Sometimes you can just be funnier than somebody. You can just be naturally funnier.
How much of an epitome of that was R.I.P. the great Pat Stay. He was the epitome of that, right? He's the epitome of that. What you say?
Yeah, he's.
I
mean, like you say, he's the epitome of a complete battle rapper.
Yeah.
If there was a such thing as a perfect battle rapper, then Pat Stay would have been one of the examples. Somebody who can,
I believe that,
he can beat you with the flow.
Right.
Then he can beat you with his swag.
Right.
Then he can beat you with the jokes. He can beat you with a freestyle. He can beat you with presence and rebuttals. Like,
and just being bigger than you.
He beats you with overall coolness. Yeah. And when you mix all of those elements in one rapper, that's almost like the perfect battle rapper, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true. Like, one of my favorite battles with him, bro, is when he battled Suge. I thought he handled that perfectly, man. Like, he really, and I don't know, like to this day, I wish I could have interviewed him and asked him, like, did you know that Suge wasn't going to say anything about how you were dressed? You know what I'm saying?
There's no way. There's no way. Nobody knows. Like, I don't know. He was in savant mode.
Word. Yo, the way he handled that was so.
And I like the dream. I like the dream shake. All that shit, man.
Bro,
shout out to Pat Stay, man. One of the greatest to ever do it. Rapping Paradise, Pat Stay, and much love to his children, his wife, his family, all his fans around the world.
Yeah,
that was a major loss for not just battle rap, but for hip hop, and not even just for hip hop, for just
people,
anybody who ever met him. Oh no, you good. Anybody who just ever had a chance to meet Pat for like 5 minutes, it's like you knew this was a special person, man. He make you laugh, and that's the first thing you're gonna do when you meet Pat Stay. You're gonna laugh.
Yeah, sure. That's the impression I got. I never had the opportunity, like I say, you know what I mean? But that's the impression that I got, that he was just one of them dudes that you meet him and you just kind of instantly cool, you know what I mean?
Right.
And shout out to Suge for standing in front of that. He took that like a champ.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Suge is battle tested as they come, man. Like
Danny, man, somebody like you, who I know that competitive fire kind of lives inside of you, and that kind of drives your perspective and your writing. I'd love to hear what you would have to say about battle rap in general, and in terms of judging. Do you think battle rap should be judged?
Wow, it's you're asking somebody to judge the most subjective.
That's what I'm saying, right?
It's like, how do you properly judge this, right?
Correct.
But one thing I will say about judging, I don't feel like battles should be judged on the spot.
Right. Agreed.
Especially when it's a close battle.
Agreed.
Because you might be caught up in the moment, or caught up in that feeling at that exact moment in time, and judge for one person. But you could go back and watch that same battle a day later, 2 days later, and be like, you know what? Hold on. I was wrong. I think this guy won.
Right.
Because I didn't notice that he said this, and I didn't know that went with that, and there was just so many elements that I missed live. So I think when you're battling, especially when a lot of money's on the line or somebody's reputation, the judges should be able to take the footage home with them, for 24 to 48 hours, give
Mm-hmm.
it a rewatch and possibly another watch, and then come back with a verdict.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and it's like, but can you totally take away the win that somebody got in the building? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
so when
can't.
I think about it, right? No, what I think it should be, it should probably be a total of 5, and I do think that one of those has to be like the building, like, and I think at the end of the battle, it should
Right,
kind of do the who you
right,
think won.
and you're right, because we can't forget about the people that are there.
Yeah,
How did they feel about the battle in the moment?
right,
Even if
right, because
60 or 70% of them look at the battle back on camera and change their mind, you got to think about winning live, because
right,
it's about entertainment as well. It's about
that's what
what
I'm
they say,
saying.
move the crowd.
Right.
That's part of the MC thing, right? Master of ceremonies, microphone controller, move the
Yes.
crowd,
Yes.
right?
That's what I'm saying.
So
That's what I'm saying.
if you win in the building live,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like that was like
Yeah.
the point. That was the point. That's the
Absolutely.
point. I want to win in front of all these people, right?
Yeah. The lunchroom, bro. It all goes back to the lunchroom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
you
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? Because, like, look, like what you say is true. The MC moved the crowd. You know, it's like if you take away the fact that, you know, you made this building erupt with your words and or your flow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How can I take that away from you? How can I just ignore that 24 hours later, and then 3 people that may have not even been in the building are going to judge it, and then what you did for that performance is out the window.
Right.
So it is battle rap, and I'm not a battle rapper, but I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that the building should be one voter, and then the other 4 should be people. You know what I'm
All right,
saying?
yeah, that's fair. I think that's pretty much as fair as you can get.
Right?
Yeah,
You know, that's what
because
I'm saying. So I
there's no perfect
nah
system.
nah
There's
nah.
no real perfect system. That's why, like, you can't like officially bet on battles for real. And I can tell you this, because I bet on battles, and I would say at least 50 to 60% of battles that you bet on end up in a no payout to nobody,
Because nobody can
because no one
agree.
can. Yeah, there's no real, unless somebody chokes or somebody's just clearly getting body back.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not that,
Mm-hmm.
then everything else is up for debate. And who
Mm-hmm.
wants to fork over $100 or $500 or $50 or whatever it was to something that you don't even agree with?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give if you honestly in your heart and soul felt like you're the person you bet on won?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel comfortable handing over $200 to the person you bet against?
Right.
Like
Right.
that, it's a sick feeling. So when you can't agree, and then there's no, it's not like the NBA or NFL where we have an official scoreboard, or we can
Mm-hmm.
see the
Mm-hmm.
points scored, or what I'm saying. There
Mm-hmm.
is none of that. So everything is, well, that was dope to me, and they're like, no, that was gas. It was just
Right.
okay,
Right.
and like
Right.
that went over everybody's head, and he got no score for
Mm-hmm.
that. That bar was literally genius.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody reacted to it because it was over everybody's head. He should have
Right.
got at least 10 points for that, but he get no points for it. So
Right.
because it's those nuances, it's so tough to really judge rap battles. That's
Yeah.
why I say you need to at least take the footage home and go watch the battle back and
Yeah. No,
try to
it's true.
figure out what happened.
It's true. Shout out to everybody in the comments, man. I see you. I seen you, Edgar, out there working hard. Edgar's always out here working hard, man. Shout out to Edgar. Danny, man, it's a pleasure to talk with you. I got to tell you, man, being who you are in this game and how long you've been doing it, you're the perfect person to ask. And shout out to Three Letter Man. Three Letter Man and Jay Black are probably my favorite battle rap bloggers. I'm gonna put that out there, right? But shout out to Three. He asked B Magic a great question. I don't know if you heard it, and I wanted your answer
Okay.
on it. What's harder for you, or what do you find more challenging? The penning for a particular person, or the remembering of the round?
It's always the remembering.
Always.
I think I could say this, because some people's memories are just better than
Sure.
others. And then again, when you especially when you're a high level writer and you
Mm-hmm.
got like this blank paper in front of you, it's like, where the hell do I even start? It's
Right.
like, that could be difficult, or you get writer's block, or you might get to a certain point in your round, and you're like, okay, now what do I do? Or if you wrote two great rounds, and you're like, okay, I think I've said everything I can say. I don't know what else to say in this third round. Like, what else is there to do? And that you might get those type of points, but honestly, it might be the remembering. I think everybody hates that part. If you ask probably 10 battle rappers, probably 8 of them would say it's just the memorization part, because it's so tedious and repetitive, and it's like you got to read this over and over, read it over and over, read it over and over, say it again, say it over and over, say it over and over, over and 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 over. If you don't, then it's gonna show on stage, and that's the worst place to and trust me, I've had one of the greatest chokes of all time versus Real Sick.
Yeah, Real Sick.
And I choked to the point where I didn't even rap my third round. I just choked the first two and said, all right, I'm done. So I can tell you from experience, it is no fun to not remember your raps or wake up the morning of the battle and still be unsure if you know this shit, because that will fuck you up. You might know the raps, but because you're not sure, that you can't have any doubt in your mind. I will say this, I'm gonna just say this. Your raps, you should know them like you know your birthday. Somebody ask you, hey, what's your give me your name and birthday. You know you could just say it without thinking about it. Or maybe your social security number or your phone number, something that you could just recite without thinking about. That's how your raps should be able to come out of your when you're performing. Because you don't want to be thinking and rapping at the same time. That's the worst.
Right. And you know what's crazy about the whole thing, man, is the fact that, you know, they say it and it doesn't really resonate with people, though. You're spitting all these bars and it's just for that one occasion. You know, that's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to ask somebody like you is, how much do you miss the days of just having those like 25 raps and going corner to corner? If
you ask Lux, Mook, Rex, Head Ice, me, any of the old school guys, we'll all tell you those were the best days.
Hell yeah.
You only had to remember like 10 or 20 verses, and you had them all memorized.
All of them.
And so you can just go in and out of whichever one you chose. You can end one and start the next verse as if it was part of the same verse. No one would know, and then you could say the same shit over and over. That's why it really wasn't no choking back in that day. It wasn't really no chokes, because you had the same raps. So to write a whole another 3 rounds, and then a whole another 3 rounds, and a whole another 3 rounds, it's like you have to be seriously dedicated to this, because that's a talent within itself.
How, you know, because I usually look at it like, you know, 60 seconds of spitting is about 16 bars.
Yeah, about a minute.
How you calculate?
You know what I'm saying? 16 bars is a minute,
So you're literally, when they tell you, hey, you got 330, you're just doing that math and you're coming out with that many bars, or do you
48 bars.
It's okay.
If you tell me 3 minutes, I'm writing 48 bars, which is a song's worth of, you know.
Hell yeah.
That's a song. That's 316. Well, I mean, back in the day when they was doing 316s, per song, that's a whole song.
Right. Absolutely.
And the crazy part is you can't say it again. Like, it's it. That's it. Like you just said, it's for that one occasion. So it's not like Snoop Dogg can go perform Gin and Juice. Like, he could go perform Gin and Juice today, anyway, and then tour 30 cities and say the same raps over and over and get different money. We getting that one-time fee for that one-time 3 rounds, or 1 rounder if it's a 1 round, and then you can never say those raps again. And the crazy part, if you take 2 bars or 4 bars from that and say it somewhere else, they're going to find it.
They ridicule
Somebody's going to
y'all.
dig it up, and now you're recycling. You're cheating.
Listen. I've seen it. They were killing Rex with that a few years ago, man. And Rex, I love it because Rex is so stoic in their face, like what? He's like,
hey,
that's my
but
rap.
Rex is notorious mixtape spitter, man.
Yeah,
he told me, he said, listen, Danny, I ain't gonna never choke because the minute I forget what's supposed to come next, I know I got 5 or 6 different verses I could just jump right in.
Yeah.
And I'll just rap that shit.
Yep.
Like I'll do that before I choke. And I respected it.
Me too.
I respected
me too.
it, but me personally, I can't do that because it's cheating. And they're gonna find out. Like they're gonna these internet sleuths, these internet detectives, they will find a battle that only got 20 views from 9 years ago, and they'll be like, "Hey, you said this same shit 9 years ago in this one battle." It's like, how did you even fucking find that? You're like,
some Bargod you are. Like, discredit your own shit.
Right.
You know
some Bargod you are. You're a fraud. So I can't. I just can't do it. If I fuck up, I fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But Rex and some of these guys, they're like super veterans. But like he said, you got away with it, but you didn't get away with it because you might have got away with it in that moment, but people were going to catch it. I remember when he battled Uncasa. Uncasa said right there, he said, "Dog, you just said that on the radio. I heard these rhymes already."
And I can see on saying that shit too.
Uncasa told Rex in mid-battle when Rex was rapping, he's like, "Nah, bro, you said that on the radio."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, Uncasa might have won the battle."
Man. Yeah, man.
Now.
Yeah,
and, you know, that's just a good example of that. But yeah, that's what Rex does. A few others do it. I ain't gonna call out no names, but Rex
we ain't doing that.
is notorious for that, man. He's proud of it.
But that's what I'm saying. He's so stoic in the face of it.
Yeah,
he's just like, whatever it is,
he don't care.
It's me. He's like, I wrote it. That's all that matters.
And I respect that too, because at least he rapping his own shit. It's like it's different when you start rapping
other people's lyrics.
Fucking Jay-Z song.
Yeah. Oh, how though? How?
I'll forget my rap and I'll go right into DMX Stop Me Breathe.
Nah.
I'll go right into that verse.
Nah, man. Can you imagine? So let's talk a little bit about this big this car going down in Dallas, GTX. It's February 24th. You're battling Whosane. Like I said, I came across this car because the young lady's gonna be performing at the joint. Is named Andromeda, and I actually just interviewed her last week, and her interview is doing very well on my YouTube channel. But yeah, so she's performing there, so that's how I became, privy to this whole car net, what was going down. Okay. So then that's why I hit you up, like, Danny, this is all lining up too good, brother. Like, can I please get this interview? Because this is let's talk about this particular battle. This battle didn't originate here.
Right. We was already supposed to do this. I believe it was in New York, if I'm not mistaken.
In Albany.
Yeah, it was upstate. Yeah, we were supposed to do it upstate, and then I think I don't know if they canceled the card or something or what happened.
Something went down.
Happened.
Yeah,
and then it got moved to this. So and I was already with it. I was like, because I think Whosane is dope and underrated, actually. I think he's underrated.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a nice pen, the dope skill set.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was like, hey, let's do it. Let's knock it out. I don't duck no smoke.
Yeah, and, he's one of the...
I gave out the most shots ever. I was just with I was just on 3 Letterman's show a couple days ago, and I told him, like, when you think about it, Danny Myers has given out the most shots in the history of battle rap, and I have.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even close.
Mm-hmm. You're doing it right now.
Here's another opportunity that I'm giving somebody for them to shine. So,
and it's super dope of you. Now, why is it that's important to you? Because I feel like it is important to you. Why is that? Is that because of your own plights in the come up and all that, or is it just
part of it? It's well, for one, I remember being in a position where I felt like I was highly skilled, but I just wasn't getting proper proper looks, and I know how it feels to just want a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Copy. Yeah.
So I got to John the Don gave me my first big look, and then I think Averb gave me my second big look, and even Disaster coming outside, Charlie Clips, all these guys that were giving me opportunities. I looked at it like, and it helped propel, my standard, my stance in the game, and it helped increase my skill set. And the other reason is why it's important to me is because without giving these guys a shot, then the culture really can't grow. Because you gotta have the same guys battling. Same men and women battling each other, same names over and over. Where's the new talent? And they're like, there is new talent. They're like only like a certain amount of people know about them. But if you knew about them, they would be much bigger if they just had a chance. So it's like, all right, well, hey, here's your chance. Like Eminem said, you lose yourself, you get one shot to blow, right? So
let's get it.
You do good versus me. And honestly, like 8 out of 10 times, if somebody does well versus me, they go on to become like legends. I'll say Geechee Gotti's one of them, Coffee Brown, Rum Nitty, B. Dot, Emerson Kennedy. I even helped bring back careers that were kind of dormant, like Mac Myron. And, so everybody that I battle, it kind of brings them up. You know what I'm saying? It's really about just giving out opportunities. And so Whosane is another one of those MCs that's talented, and with this opportunity, his stock can grow, or you may never see him again. It's gonna be one of those. It's sink or swim time when you battle Danny Myers. So
shout out to DJ Ease in the comments. He said you and Rock is fire.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah.
Shout out Ease.
It's like the 2-year anniversary that had just passed or something. People were reminding me on Twitter. That was a crazy battle. Look at my man News.
What's
my man
up, News?
215 said my stock shot. See, this is what I'm talking about. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to News, Top Floor Gang. My man News.
Shout out to Philly.
OBH News. Yeah, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like these people are talented, and I recognize it because I'm always on a hunt for like new talent because I'm a fan first. I'm a fan first, battler second. You know what I'm saying? So as a fan, I'm watching these people on YouTube, and I'm like, yo, how come he's not bigger than what he is? You know what I'm saying? Like even when I first saw Easy the Block Captain, I was like, yo, that guy is talented. Yo, I like this dude. And so when they URL say, hey, would you give this guy Easy Block Captain a shot? Hell yeah. And then look what happened to him right after that. He got I think he got T-Top right after that. After battling me, he got T-Rex right after that. So Berg and all these other big names. And so again, you battle Danny Myers, it's a golden opportunity for you. But also for me, it allows me to stay competitive and stay in the what's happening now. Like how does battle rap work in today's era as opposed to 1991 when I first started, 1992.
All right, so 2 things I got for you. One, it's February 24th. Now,
that's my daughter, by the way. Hi, babe. She said it's almost her birthday. Yeah, on Friday.
Okay.
That's my daughter.
Hey, shout out to your daughter. Shout out to the birthday. Now, I'm not going to ask you the age. Everybody want to know how old you are for real.
44 on Friday.
Okay, there you go. I'm 47, so you're still the young man in the house right now. Okay?
I can't even rebuttal that. I gotta just keep that. You up 1-0. You beat the Bargod on the live tonight.
Listen. One battle I wanted to point out to you, I wanted to take your temperature on it, and I wanted to know how you felt when it was happening. When you battled Averb, and Averb did the whole I'm passing the torch to you. How did you feel in that moment, and how did it happen? Like, did y'all talk after that? Is what I want to know.
Damn, man, it felt like a legend just validated me.
Okay.
I felt like for all the people that were still kind of like on the fence about me, and it was like, oh, he's all right, he's cool, and like he's just got a lot of energy. You know, he's not all that. He's overrated. For Verb to do that, you know, and pass me down the torch, it was like, damn, bro, this because to me, Verb is he's on the Mount Rushmore personally of mine. You know,
A
he's
lot
on
of people,
my
I think.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
And he's one of the GOATs in battle rap. And for him to say, you know what, man, you got it now. It was like, okay, I'm not delusional. I know I'm nice. I'm like, I know I'm fire. So it was dope, man. And I've always been super cool with him ever since. Ever since.
Nice. That's good to
In
hear.
fact, he went on to battle Briz Rothstein. And he wore a pair of gold foam posits. And I bought the shoes off of Verb's feet.
No, you didn't.
I bought the shoes that he battled Briz Rothstein in. I bought them from Verb off his feet.
Right?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Me and Verb were like super cool, man.
He seems like a really cool dude, and I think for people that like find him offensive or like a little crazy, they really just not listening to what he's really saying. He's really just spitting a lot of truth.
He's insane, and that's why I understand him, and that's why when people be like, "Oh, Verb ain't got no pen, he ain't saying nothing," I'm like, bro, you gotta understand, he is at such a level that only a certain amount of minds are gonna actually understand what he's doing. Shout out to Kid Dangerous, shout out to I Mean Business, shout out to my man in Philly.
Shout out.
Yeah, top floor gang once again. Damn, Philly in the building today, boy.
Absolutely.
My man,
shout
news in here. I mean, business in here. What up, Kid Dangerous? I'll hit you up later on, bro. But what's up with it? Yeah, man. Me and Whosane.
Yeah, you and Whosane. So, and on that card is another MC whom I know of, and that I think the pen is kind of dope, and that's Street Hymns. What do you feel about Street Hymns?
Oh man, you know what, man? That man is wickedly amazing in terms of writing and how he does bar got a bar, and we down in his town, like he gotta be on the card. And he's like, when you talk about the Horseman, he's always gonna be the last name to come up. But when you talk about just overall writing ability, pen, he probably number one between. Like, I mean, A Ward is so well rounded with so many different attack players.
Yeah.
And then Loso was such a genius angler. Now, when you talk about that pen, I mean, between him and Saga, you know, you can just flip a coin maybe. But Street Hymns might be the best writer, period. That whole group. But he don't get the same shine that they get. I don't know if it's he doesn't really market himself as well. He ain't really talking shit to people like that. That's not his character.
Right. I think from my point of view, just being a fan of it all and not so close to it as you are, to me, it's just as simple as the perspective that he has, right? And then the type of content he wants to deliver. And his delivery is what I think people, they don't really appreciate it across the board. They want to watch the battles and be oohed and ahhed. And Street Hymns isn't really going to do that for you if you're looking for like haymakers and like ill entendres and twists and all that. You're not going to really get that from him. You know what I mean?
Not his style. But if you're like a nerd and you're like not even a nerd, but I'm talking about like a
writer,
where you're listening for the sneaky shit. It's like, oh, I'm trying to catch every.
He got him with that.
Yeah. If you're into that type of rap, then
it's all day.
You know, he's amazing, man.
Yeah, he's dope. No, I agree.
But who is he battling?
A gentleman named Uptown Plenty.
Okay, I haven't heard it. Heard it.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I've heard of Roe Baby before. I was actually at
Roe Baby. I think is out of Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis, because he was at that battle up in Albany that your battle got canceled on, and that's actually when I met Show Off, because Show Off ended up being the headliner that night.
Okay, yeah, all right. Well, I know Roe Baby he won.
Yep.
The next top bull in he won the Memphis branch of it.
Oh, okay,
That
yeah.
was supposed to be there. But anyway, I got hip to roll baby, and he's actually fire.
Yeah, yeah, no, he came off pretty dope. He came off pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. He had one of the cleaner
Yeah,
performances that night up in Albany.
his performance is great as well.
It was very clean, very, very clean. I know that I had wanted to get Whosane on the line with us and kind of just do a little preview for this battle. It seems as if he has some life
Oh,
things to come up.
no big deal. We could just knock it out another
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
good.
But I was hoping that yeah, just like you say, that this won't be the last time that you and I speak. I thoroughly have enjoyed myself in this conversation. I could talk hip hop with you for a long time, Danny. So I'll make sure to cut myself short. And
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you're a
Shout out
busy
to my
man.
man Brent. Shout out to Iceberg Slim.
Yeah.
Those my brothers. Shout out to my brothers that joined. Damn, my man. I mean business from
Mhm.
Philly. News 215 joined.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like all my Philly homeboys.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
No, they
boy
was in here representing.
Josh Carroll out in Chicago. Boy, they tuned in tonight.
I had
Appreciate y'all.
I was interviewing a rapper named Great God, and just before our interview, and he told me to tell you, salute to you and every other battle rapper that do be remembering all them damn lyrics for all those rounds night after night, because he was like, I can't do it. He's like, I forget my own lyrics on stage, and it's the same song I'm performing from show to show.
Yeah, shout out to Traumatose way out in Alaska. Man, hey, listen, they pulled up tonight,
They
man. They
did.
pulled up from Cali.
Hmm.
They pulled up from
Yep.
Chicago, Philly,
Yep.
Alaska,
New
New
York,
York.
Florida,
Come on, man. Shout out to
Florida.
all my bros. Brent Trauma,
Yep.
Iceberg Slim, Keith Dangerous, Shayla Michelle out there in Texas. Yeah.
None.
But yeah, look, whenever you need me to come back on here, man, I'm down.
All right.
Me and Whosane will definitely do our little pre battle face off or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna put the flyer up on my Instagram so people can come out to Dallas
Yeah,
and
hell
enjoy
yeah.
the
Yep.
battles, the performance. Where can I find your interview again?
With it's YouTube. You can go to FinallyTV on YouTube. I got all my interviews there, and then my Instagram page, I usually leave everything posted right there. So anything you want to watch that I did on Instagram, it's always going to be on my profile. But
Okay.
Finally TV on YouTube, though. There's only one. You see that logo right there. It's everywhere. I make sure I do the branding, bro. I'm all branded
Oh no,
everywhere.
you got to. You got to, man. That's what it's all about, man.
You-
People gotta it's like subconsciously ingraining that into people's memories.
and
They're
I see
subconscious.
what you got going on behind you. We can have a conversation about Marvel too, brother.
Oh yeah, yeah, Marvel DC, yeah, man. We can talk about all that, man. Movies, video games, all that.
uh,
Politics don't matter.
no, I love it. Yo, Danny, I really do appreciate your time, man. You've been a gem of a human being, and I do appreciate you for that, good sir. All
Appreciate you, family. Peace.
right, be well, man. Peace. Yo, so that was Danny Myers. If y'all ain't already following me, please do so now. I'll be bringing you more and more content, and y'all got to stay tuned because we're going to have that face off with Danny versus Whosane. Whosane was definitely down to do this today. It's just that y'all know how life be, man. Life can be tough, life can be hard, life can throw you curveballs, and you just got to deal with it as you go. So we had to do that tonight. It's all good. Danny's a champion out here for sitting with me for this long. We had a dope conversation. I hope y'all are able to peep that and check that out. I do appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit that follow. I do follow back. And if y'all ever want to chop it up with me and you got something going on, you know what to do. Just, hey, let's talk about it. I got a project. I got a book. I got a business. I want to talk this. I want to call you out on your ugly shirt. I want to call you out about your hair. Whatever it is, let's talk about it. Let's get it popping, all right? Peace.